We are going to take a tour of 3 homes here in Tippecanoe County that have large yards. And we're going to start with 2440 North 650 West. Here's a look at it. It is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath on 3,700 square feet. Let's go ahead and place it on the map. Just by the address, you can know that it is on 650 West to about 2.5 miles north of the zero line, which is State Street. So I'm just going to bring up the map. Here it is. So here's 650 West. Here's the home. Going to zoom out. Here's Montromency, which is the intersection of 52 and 231. And if we keep zooming, here's the home. Here's West Lafayette. This is a 10-minute drive into Purdue University. You literally pop down to 26, come down this way, and you're into Purdue University. You can go this way and get up to West Lafayette. You're in the country, but man, you're still really close to everything. So let's take a tour. Let's take a tour of 2440 North 650 West in West Lafayette. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,732 square feet. And this one has 2.85 acres. You have the little barn outside, 5 separated pastures out there. If you want to keep horses, it's perfect. Then we move from the horses into the primary suite, nicely finished. Got the large makeup and sink area. That is a shower. Got the sitting area in front of the window there. Large island in the kitchen with some honey oak kitchen cabinets. Maybe just a little dated feeling, but certainly very functional. Got the eat-in kitchen, the breakfast nook, if you will. Some carpet in the living room. TV too high above the mantle. Sorry, that's how I feel about that. Got a llama hanging up here. That's fun. Got the overlook from the second story. Got that nice open airy light feeling going on. Moving into one of the secondary bedrooms upstairs and another secondary. This one is TV too low. Secondary bathrooms. Got the nice double sink going on there. Loft up above the living room. This is the living room down here. You can see up above they have this one set up currently as a bedroom. There's a bed up here. I wouldn't do that. You don't have much privacy that way. This is not meant to be a bedroom. You don't have any privacy from the living room. This is meant to be a den. Move downstairs to the finished basement. You can see that there needs to be a little bit of trim work done down on the floor, but you do have the drop ceiling. Got some faux finishes on the wall here on this one. Bathroom downstairs. Then we move out to the backyard. Got a lovely deck. Here's the plot of the land. Like I said, this one is 2.85 acres. And the way it reads, 30 by 40 pole barn. You got a 10 by 20 cement slab and a half loft. Completely fenced yard separated into 5 pastures. They're relatively small pastures if you only have 2.85 acres. They're half an acre or less. This has a West Lafayette address, but it is a Benton County Schools. There's a weird overlap there on the west side of Tippecanoe County that is actually Benton County Schools. So that is 2440 North 650 West in West Lafayette. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,732 square feet, 2.85 acres, currently listed for $615,000. Go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, and let's go look at this one together. Next up in our tour of homes here in the greater Lafayette area with Acreage is 1441 South 650 East in Lafayette. Take a quick look at the front. This is a lovely brick home. It has 7 acres, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 4,134 square feet. Let's take a look at the map. Kind of bring it up here. Here's the home. Here's 650 East, just off of 150 South. You can see the Wildcat Creek right here. I'm going to zoom out. You can see McCarty Lane. Here's 200 South. Here's 38. This is the exit This is exit 168. This is exit 172. So it about splits the difference between the two of them just to the east side of Lafayette. You can zip into Lafayette in any number of ways through here. Super close. But let's take a tour. Let's take a tour of 1441 South, 650 East in Lafayette. 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 4,134 square feet on 7, that's right, I said 7 acres. Lovely brick home. It was built in 1966, so it's not ancient, but it's not brand new either, but sturdy brick homes are usually always nice. You can see the attached garage plus the separate garage out back here in the aerial find. Lovely open concept kitchen. I love the giant island and the hood hanging down from the ceiling. You've got the lighter blonde wood cabinets here in the home, but the kitchen is really connected to the living spaces here. You can see several different angles of the kitchen and lots of cabinets, lots of storage space beside it being open. But you've almost got this log cabin feel going on here with the hardwood floors from the eat-in kitchen, if you will. Here's the dining area moving straight out to the living room. You definitely call this a great room, and this is a traditional great room. You know, this isn't one of those, hey, it's the kitchen, living room, everything all in one. This is the great room where it is all in one space, but it still has that separation. You can see the dining area there, in addition to the really large bar. Oh, I love this fireplace here. So you can actually have it's a hearth instead of just a fireplace. So you got the firebox down below, and there's a proper fireplace with an insert next to it. You got floorboard heat in here. But yeah, this open concept great room is absolutely fantastic. Love the hardwood paneling on the wall. Continuing on to take our tour through here. So yeah, you've got fireplace with insert, but you've also got hearth with firebox down below here. Get into what is I believe that's the primary. You got living room, den, if you will, off of the main room with the carpet, floorboard heaters. If those are hydronic, if I remember correctly, those are hydronic and not electric. Not finding the note on that quickly. It's been a minute. I'd probably pull up that carpet and put in wood to match the rest of that living room. Got a den space there. Use it as a library, perhaps. Lovely hardwood there. Why we went with carpet in the other room is a little mystifying, but that is okay. We move into the bathroom that needs a little bit of updating. The white's a little dated. If you've never had baseboard heaters that are hydronic, you're really missing out. They're fantastic. Give you a nice, warm, moist is not the right word, but really makes the home comfortable in the winter. Moving into bedrooms with hardwood floors, lovely brick patio out back. Continuing on, you have the 4-car garage, and we finish up with some aerial views. So that is 1441 South, 650 East in Lafayette. If you're looking for acreage, this is 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 4,134 square feet, but it has 7 acres. Currently priced at $649. If you would like to go see this one, or if you're interested in home at all here in the greater Lafayette area, in Lafayette or West Lafayette, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube. Fill out the form, and let's figure out how we can work together to make your home dreams reality here in the greater Lafayette area. Next up on our tours of homes with acreage here in the greater Lafayette area, we're going to go to 4801 Homewood Drive in West Lafayette. I'm going to get the picture up here. And this is a unique one. And you'll see as we tour through. So here's a picture of the front. Take a quick glance at that. 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,124 square feet on 2.19 acres. And as we always do, let's begin with the map. Let's place it. So this is on Homewood Drive, which is just a little to the northwest side of West Lafayette. Here's the home. So here's 500 North. That means it is 5 miles north of State Street. And if we zoom out, you're going to start to see Down here, this is where Menards and Meijer are on the west side. This is a 2-minute drive into Menards and Meijer, and I'm just going to recenter the map a little bit here. You can see here's the commercial hub of West Lafayette. Like I said, Menards and Meijer. Here's Walmart right here. Down here under my face, here, right here. This is where Payless and Fresh Time and all of that are. And if we zoom out one more level, here's the rest of West Lafayette and Purdue University down here. From here, take the 231 bypass down to Cherry Lane or State Street or Lindbergh, anywhere down in here. And it's probably 2 minutes to here, probably another 3 minutes to here, and 3 minutes into here. You're 10 minutes from Purdue University. So you're super close, but you're also getting 2.19 acres. So let's get ready to take a tour. Like I said, this is 4801 Homewood Drive, West Lafayette. 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,124 square feet on 2.19 acres. Let's take a look around. I won't ruin it for you. I'm going to show you the pictures. This one definitely has some uniqueness to it once we move inside. There you go. It's not quite a log cabin feel on the outside, and it's not quite the rustic feel on the inside, but it definitely has the hints of that. Look at the shaker style siding, the gambrel roof right here, and then we move to the inside, and then look at the wood tones, look at the floor, look at the beams, and the exposed wood slats of the ceiling in the great room here. I really like this feel in here. It's warm and cozy without being oppressive. A subway tile here on the backsplash, gas stove in the island, farmhouse sink with windows. I don't love the oven being down below. It works for some people. I like the new in-wall. They're not new. In-wall ovens have been around forever, but it's definitely a feature that comes with many, many new homes these days. But look at this great room. This one is the one that really gives you the feel for being in a log cabin, or a lodge is perhaps more the appropriate way. You have the stonework around the fireplace. You got the beautiful wood, the soaring windows. I think it just all really works well together. You've got the main living area here just off of the kitchen. Got the dining area. Just really feels all of a piece. This is well thought out. We even have hardwood up in the bedrooms. You got the archway in the bedrooms that really ties the entire room together, so you don't just have a whole bunch of white drywall out here. You got the framing that gives it the feel of older homes. This was built in 1999. It's only 26 years old. You got the cabinets harkening back to the great room. I might paint the trim around the window to tie that in even a little more myself. Moving on into secondary bedrooms and baths. You have the large 5 or 6 inch tiles here in the bathrooms. That's definitely a through line. Back out to the second story of the great room area. You can see that the vibe and feel continues through. Now, this is what I'm talking about, where you've got the wood beams and everything. Like I said, I might paint this trim, but that's a pretty minor thing. That's what I thought as I was walking through before. Seafoam green here. Clearly somebody's color that they chose. Not ugly, but look at this. Look at the architecture. Just the picture that you get right here. Put an easy chair there. Lay back and just enjoy the view of your home. Moving up into the unfinished attic. I guess you could call it partially finished because there's 1, 2, 3, 4.5 pieces of drywall here. Almost looks more like a haunted house, but you can see here, you actually open out. This is the second story. You can see the landing out here. So this room could be finished. What are the notes on that? A bonus finished attic space that offers endless possibilities, including a potential primary suite retreat. So I believe this is in the envelope of the house. We can see the vent here pointing into it. It just needs to be finished. Love that view from the second story of the great room looking down. Moving down to the basement, you can see the stone kind of in some ways continues the architecture of the room. You got the wood burning stove down here. A few finishing touches down here, maybe updating the ceiling panels, I think could really tie this basement in with the rest of the feeling of the great room upstairs. It really wouldn't take much. And then you move out back and we can see the great room windows that we were looking out through before back here. You got this lush terraced backyard. It is a walkout, so that is nice. It's not just a basement. And here we start looking at the aerial view, the pond back here behind. You could probably put a circulator in there if you wanted to turn that into an old swimming hole or something along those lines. Wouldn't take very much. Here is the layout. You come into the foyer or the garage, and you got the office directly in front of you. The great room over here to the right with the living and dining area and kitchen all in the L shape here. Primaries on the main floor. Then you go downstairs to the basement and you have storage and rec room down here. And then coming upstairs is where you have the open to below and the bonus spaces. This is the area that needs to be finished a bit. So this is 4801 Homewood Drive in West Lafayette. It is 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,124 square feet on 2.19 acres, currently listed for $550,000. And for 2.19 acres at more than 3,000 square feet with that feel on the inside, it really feels like a steal of a deal. And if you're looking for a home here in West Lafayette, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, and let's go look at this home together. Because don't forget, I'm Jeff Gooch with the Russell Company powered by At Properties, and I bring you At Lafayette Live every Monday at 7 o'clock because I love home here in the greater Lafayette area. I love living here. I love all the things that are going on, and I love helping other people find their home here or sell their home here, to find their next home or to find their next home wherever it might be. And it means so much to me that you join us all the time, every Monday. But don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so that you make sure you get notified about all of the videos that we post on the channel almost every day of the week about fun things to do here in the greater Lafayette area, fantastic home tours, development news, and just everything that you need to know about.